Welcome back to another edition of All Types of Idol. This is your boy Chaz here, just chilling right after work. Watched American Idol just now, just finished, and now I'm ready to talk about what went down tonight with the top 8 guys fighting for that spot in the top 12 and on the big stage. Are you ready for this? Up first is Mr. Dewyze. Now, I forgive him for picking Hinder last week, because I really love the sound of his voice. However, this week was just inexcusable. Fireflies by Owl City. Really? It's a stupid song, goes nowhere, and it's full of autotune. So what? And true, Lee tried to make crap shine, but even if it has a glimmer of shine on it, it is still crap. And Lee is so much better than the song, so much better than the songs that he picked. And it's frustrating me because I want to like Lee, and I love his tone, but when you're being pitchy in a song that's primarily autotune, for me, that's a problem. So it wasn't that great for me. Next up was Lambert, and he decided to sing Trouble by LaMontange. And to be honest with you, it was a little Kermit the Frog this week. I felt like some of the notes that he was trying to reach didn't quite hit with the power and gusto I love about that song. When Taylor and Chris sang this song, they sang with just raw bass. And for Lambert, it was just like a whimper to me. I still love his tone, but this deer in the headlights kind of thing has got to stop. And I know the problem why he is so nervous on stage. He has a famous surname he has to live up to. Lambert killed it in the performance area, and that freaks Alex out a lot. So my suggestion, if he makes it to the top 10, and I will be voting because I think it's funny that Randy's going to be in a bikini if he makes it through. But if Alex makes it through, I suggest that you drop the last name Lambert and come up with a cool last name. Next up was the hemorrhoid in my backside known as Tim Urban. And he decided to sing Hallejuah by Jeff Buckley. No! Of all weeks to be good, he chose the week that leads right before the top 12 to deliver an actual good performance. This is like Lacey Brown all over again. I have to really give it up to Tim because he really emoted in that song, and that's what you should do in that song. And what I really liked about it is that he started to show a little variation in his tone, because I always thought that he was not a subtle type of guy. I think he was like a one-tone guy. Here it showed me he has kind of 3 different tones, so actually I liked it. It was decent. I'm surprised I'm saying it, but it was decent. Hey, but don't think I'm a fan yet. It was good, but it wasn't that good now. Next up is Garcia, and he decided to sing Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera, of all songs. Really. Now this is getting ridiculous with the song choices. First off, Paula's not that great of a singer, so for Andrew to rearrange it to show more vocals, it works. Christina Aguilera, on the other hand, though being young, and this is a corny song, shows off her vocals. So for Andrew to strip it back and make it a kumbaya song and really not challenging his vocals, it just didn't work. It was just way too mellow, and I felt like he wasn't really competing in a singing competition. And it freaking frustrates me because I like Andrew, but he can never live up to that Paula performance. And you know what? I'm tired of the freaking judges talking about the Paula performances. You fire Paula. Stop talking about her. I know we miss her, but stop mentioning her. That's the only reason why you're mentioning this performance in the first place, because you damn miss Paula. I honestly thought Andrew blew it, to be honest with you. But you know what? If it wasn't for the YouTube fans, and I know his backing, I would have said he would be the shocker elimination, he would be gone, but I think he was going to be safe. Next up was Mr. Casey James, and he decided to do a Keith Urban joint known as You'll Think of Me. Now, I think it's a nice sentiment, I think it's a nice song, it's a great song for Casey's voice. However, I really felt that it was also a safe one, because I felt like Casey was really holding back a lot. This song doesn't really go anywhere vocally, and I could see that Casey wanted to try to do something, but I always felt like he was cutting off the ends of his phrases, you know, just cutting it off too soon, and just didn't let the note go, you know. So even though I give him props for really proving me wrong, I really didn't think he was that worthy of making the top 12. I think he did just enough to make that top 12. The performance was only alright for me, but I know Casey could do better than this. Next up was Eric Kelly, and he decided to sing I'm Already There by Lonestar. And let me just say for the record, Anthony Fedorov did this better, and he got eliminated. Weird Omen, you decide. I gotta tell you, when I saw Aaron walking to the stool and sitting down, did anyone have like a Paige Miles moment where you felt like this was going to be bad? Because I felt that. And then he uttered out the first few notes and it was terrible. Just awful. He really needs to work on his low range because it's almost non-existent. I felt that it got better as it went into the chorus because he started to find a sweet spot in his voice, but I felt that the song was way too big. There were moments where he gets it and then he falls flat on the next verse. So all in all, I thought this was a terrible mess. I did not like it at all. Next up was Todrick Hall, and he decided to sing Queen Somebody to Love. Really? Next up was Todrick Hall, and he decided to sing Queen Somebody to Love, a classic song, and he better not mess up the arrangement for real. Now when I saw him first get on stage, I looked at those boots and I went, ugh. You know, because they are Ugg boots, get it? Ugh. I gotta say, Todrick, I am proud because I really like the vocals tonight. He can sing his butt off. Now, my one criticism is that points when he was singing, I really felt that his emotion was going in and out, in and out. The last note, though, was killer. That was the emotion that I was waiting for. It had an interesting build. I dug it. I really liked it. This is my favorite performance of Todrick's to date. However, it will not hold a candle to Elliot Yamin's version. I'm sorry. I will forever be a fan of that version. Closing out the show tonight was Michael Lynche, and boy did he ever. He decided to pick a really tough song, This Woman's Work by Maxwell. And I gotta tell you, this dude slayed the song. And what I really loved about it is because he didn't sing all in falsetto like Maxwell did. I hate it when guys imitate Maxwell and sing in falsetto the whole time. It just doesn't work for their voices. Only Maxwell can do it. But Big Mike really did his thing. He showed different textures of his voice. It was silky smooth. He still had that meaning of the song because he just had a baby. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like another baby boom because Michael sang. And that freaking long note at the end just gave me chills. That was the best performance to date on American Idol Season 9. Just brilliant. Just brilliant. You know what? I feel like making a baby now. Wanna come? No. Okay. I gotta finish this review. Okay. Maybe I was a little bit out of line there. Yeah, okay. And I gotta say, I was disappointed in some of my favorites for really not stepping up, and I'm really scared for them. So here are my rankings for this week. Number 1, obviously, Big Mike. He blew me away. Number 2 was Todrick Hall. Number 3 was Casey James. 4, surprisingly, didn't want to put there, but I'll put him there anyway because he did decent, Tim Urban. Number 5 is Andrew Garcia, and my bottom 3 is as follows. Number 6, Lee. Number 7, Alex. And number 8, Aaron Kelly. Now, as for who I think is going to get eliminated, I really think that Tim and Aaron are really fighting it out between the fangirl vote. And I think it's slightly going to go to Aaron just because he wasn't that great. So I think Tim is actually going to go home, which I'll be hallelujah. For the second person, I'm slightly more scared. I don't Alex to go. I have a feeling Alex is going. I really do. And I don't want him to go because I love his tone, but he wasn't that great tonight. It might be Andrew just for a shock. So until next time, bubbies, love, peace, and chicken grease.